Purple Dragon channel. I'm not sure how this is going to go, but I've got a range of different pens and I'm going to try converting them into drill pens. These are all normal writing pens, so I thought I'd give them a go and see if A, they are convertible, and B, whether or not they're actually usable once you've converted them. So that's the plan. I'm going to use a hot glue gun for the adhesive. I've not had this very long, so I'm not exactly proficient with it, but I thought I'd give it a go. So I'm going to plug that in and then I'll come. So it's plugged in now and I'll turn it on, and then I'm not quite sure what happens. I guess we'll find out. Oh, there's a red light come on now. Just noticed. So let's see what we can get done. There is a glue stick already in it. I've got a load of others here, so I'll get one out on standby. I don't know how long they last. Depends how much glue you use. So I don't have a set of pliers, but I do have this multi-tool which has got pliers included. Hello, doggy. Hello. Alright. And I've got a few kits here. One's not got a boat in it, so we might as well start with that one. So, if I can't pull it out with my hands, I do have these pliers. Don't need the wax. I don't have very good grip anyway, so I'm going to take the whole end off. Like so. So now I'm just left with the pink tube and the drill end. So which one should I try first? This is a pen from Alchemy. They make jewellery, some gorgeous jewellery, costume jewellery. They do t-shirts, they do bags, they do beauty related items, jewellery boxes, all sorts of things. And that's their website address, alchemyengland.com. And this is just a cheap pen with a skull with a rose in his mouth on the end. So I quite like this pen. It looks like it's got a fat enough end, but if that end doesn't come out, there's no other way of getting in this. So if I can't pull that out, if that doesn't fit in. Now the problem, it looks like it might be too fat. The additional problem I've got is that if anything needs, oh, that's come out quite easy, I'm surprised with that. If anything needs, like if this needs cutting, I can't do that. I don't have the grip strength to do that. I don't have the tools to do that, so I'm not too sure. Yeah, see, that's too big to go in. And I don't have anything. I don't think I can pull that out, because if I could get this nib out at the very top. Oh, I can. Oh gosh. And then if I get this out of here, it might go in the end. Oh god. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that out of there. Oh, I can. Now, can I get that in there? Oh, looks like it should go in. I haven't got my glasses on, which I don't know. No, that's not going in there. It would go in the other way around, I think. No. Right, so that pen's a washout, unless... I wonder if I could file that down to go in there. I won't get any ink on me. I should have put gloves on, shouldn't I? Oh, I'm really sad about that. Damn. Oh well. To move on. That's not worked. So we've got, I wonder if I can put it back together. Hey, I don't want to waste a pen. I can help it. No, I'm not going to be able to put that back in. Okay, so there's some rubbish. Put that to one side. I'm going to be needing those at some point, hopefully. Right, on to the next one. We'll try one of the other types that I've got. So this is a little pink unicorn. Cute. Okay, so I'm not too sure about this. Oh, this unscrews. Okay. And that comes out nicely. Now, will that fit in there? That still won't fit in there. Damn. Now, can I take this end off here? Right, that's come off. It's full of ink. I've took the nib out now. All I'm doing here really is deconstructing pens. I was hoping I might be able to get that in the end, but I don't think I will. It's too thin. Too thin. Okay. So that's a no-go as well. Right, keep that. Chuck that. Chuck that. Can't even pick it up. So far, 2 failures. Damn! Doing very well. Thought that was going to be easy seeing as it unscrewed, but... So that's 2 destroyed. Should try this dragon pen next. Dragon pen. This unscrews. Now then, take the refill out. Is this going to fit in the end? Doesn't go in that way. Will it go in that way? That's gone in. So if I glue that in there, that should be fine. It keeps sliding back in because there's nothing keeping it in there. So what I'm going to do is put that down. I'm going to try and blob some glue on the end of this and then drop it inside. So let's just take a blob of glue that's on the outside of the gun and then drop that in there. Come on, get in. Poke it in. Oh no, it's stuck to my tweezers. Not going in now. I think I need my glasses. That fit perfectly before, it's not fitting now. I mean, it's come out, but it's not come out as anywhere near as far as it did before. Right, I think I've messed it up with the glue, so I'm going to take the glue off and start again. And I'm just going to blob the glue in when it's in the right place, because I don't seem to be able to put it in the right place. I want as much of it coming out as possible. Yeah, you'd think the tweezers would help, but actually they don't. So now it's in there, I'm just going to blob in some glue, she says, hopefully. Come on. Ow, on my finger. I think I need some more glue in the gun. Yeah. Alright, I've not used a glue gun before, guys, just saying. Right. It's falling out again now. God damn it! Right, I'm going to try and keep hold of that end and put some glue in the top. Oh, coming out now. I don't want to do too much. That's the thing. Ah, hot glue. I think I've got too much in there, but I want it to sink down and so there's some weight behind, because it's gone inside. Right. What the hell? Try and poke it in with this. That's better. Use this as a pokey thing and not the tweezers. Right, I need it to be right down inside there, because this has got a thread on the inside to screw back onto the pen. So I don't know if that's enough. Need to find my glasses, for God's sake. I hope I'm not blocking your sight, I'm sorry. Right. It is stuck in there, I think. I'm not particularly happy about the amount of glue that there is in here. See if I can set some out. Right, that's got some of it out. That seems okay. I just wish it was a bit less messy. Not a lot I can do about that, really. Oh, there's a blob there. Just want to try and make sure there's plenty in there. So I don't want it coming out. But I've got to get this back on the thing. Oh, this is so messy. Right, how are we for it screwing back on? It's not going to screw back on, is it? Come on. Screw back in. Oh, screw back in. Sweet. No, it's not. It's not screwing all the way. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Right. There we go. First one done. It's a bit loose in there actually. I shall have to use it a few times. Anyway, success 1. So 1 to 2 at the moment. So that's that one. Let's do this little fat pudgy one. This is off AliExpress. Thought I'd give it a go. Ooh, this feels weird. Maybe I should have unscrewed it from the top. Try the top. Oh, is it a retractable pen? Or was it a retractable pen? Or is it a broken pen? Ah, right. So it's just got a mechanism that... And by forcing that, it just goes round in circles. So maybe it is this end, but... Oh, I managed it. I've managed it. Panic over. Can I get this light out? I can't get that out. Oh yes I can. We want that on the top though, don't we? So that'll have to stay in. And then what actually... Right, so the screw thread to attach onto there is right down inside. Okay. So I'll need another end because I'm not getting a pen in there, am I? Or would I? So would that pen go in there instead of that? We wouldn't get the round thing on the top, would we? Will the pen fit in? Pen will not fit in. That way anyway. It would fit in that way. But then I'd have to sew it, so there's not a lot of point. I might as well try and utilise this somehow. Well, I need that to screw this end on anyway, don't I? So why am I even contemplating trying to replace it? Waste of time. Right. But can I get away with getting the end of the diamond painting pen in there? Where's it gone? That's not it. That's the end of the diamond pen. Here it is. No, I'm not going to get that in there, am I? So that can go in the bin. So we need another. Let's put them there for now. Need another pen. Now this has got one with the places, the multi-places that I like. I like these ones. They seem thinner. Right, let's take the wax out on the tray. Put this wax with that tray. That can be keep the wax in the tray. Okay, so let's just go straight for taking the little brass end out of this one. Is it going to fit? I'm not sure it's going to fit. Well, I'll take it out anyway because it might fit in from behind and sit a little better. Right. Try this in here. No. Where did that go? Right. So which end is it we actually use for the painting? The fatter end. Right. So that fits in from that direction. And then if I just pile a load of glue in there, it might stay in. Let's try that. I'm not keen on this glue, it like leaves strings behind it. Right, let's try and get that shoved in around the bottom of this area. So stringy. Maybe hot glue wasn't a good idea. 'Cause I've mucked up the things now. I mean, the thing about that is when you're pressing it, you are pressing it up into it. So it should stay better. Right. Loads of stringy stuff, it's so annoying. Right, I'm just going to let that set because I think that's a success. But I'm going to have to dig some of the glue out because it's in the thread. Right, I want to try this one next. So this is one I got from AliExpress that I liked because it's got a little, not that you can write on it with this pen, but you can pull one off, stick it on wherever and then write on it. And you can have it round your neck if you so wish. So this looks like it might be another one similar to that little fat one, where we should just be able to stick the brass end in there. So I need another. That's quite good for a pokey bit. Let's put that there because that's not trash. And is that trash? I'm guessing they're all trash because I've wrecked the pens. Now I need another kit. We've got some baggies to put on a pile in from this one. Baggy pile. Boat and wax pile. Okay. So, can we... Right, so the fat end doesn't go in, but the thin end that's inside might do. Yeah. So that again is like this last one that I've just done. Fill in to stop it falling out the end. I don't know how to stop the strings from stringing. Okay, so that looks good. Just let it cool down a little minute before I put it on one side to dry. Right, no, that's not taking it. It fell out. Wonder why that is. Try squidging it down. Right, that's got it now. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, like it has to have some pressure from the back end. Right. Two jabby pens now. Take some of that off there. Right, should do this one. Do this one. Now then, I'm not sure. This come off. Oh, this unscrews. Okay. Okay. Seems easy enough. Now then, I wonder if that'll go in there. Let's try it. Can't believe this is another one that I'm going to have to just stick up from the other side. So annoying. that go in without the plastic on it. No, it won't come out. So we'll have to do that again with this one. So it's just another blob of glue down into there. Now you can see what I'm doing over there, can you? 'Cause I'm not doing it very well. Right. Let's do a bit of a pokey with a finer nibbed pen for this one. Right, I just need to stick it up into there for a little while. Is it going to stay in? Yes, it is. Right, got that on dry. So that's the third one that I'm waiting for it to dry. So I've got this, but I've got a feeling it's going to be like this other one that didn't work. They are, although they look quite similar, they are a different pen. I got them from a different seller. But I don't know, did I not look at doing it that way on this one? No, that was different at the end, wasn't it? I think this just might be another case of the end of the brass end of the pen going in. Get another pen. Tweezers with this one. Where's the... Okay, so I'll take that off. We'll just take the brass out of this end. Now then, is this going to come out of the end here? No. So it's basically another shove it in, glue it in situation. It doesn't seem to be sitting straight, this. The entrance doesn't look completely circular. Let's give it a go. It's a bit wobbly. I don't know how I can hold it to put the glue in. Struggling to squeeze it. Here I come. Right, I think I'm getting better with that. Now where's my pokey thing? use the pokey thing. Right, is that staying? Yeah, it's a bit wonky though. Right, that's another one that I'm leaving to dry. What happened to the pink lid on this? I wonder if I could just put a brass end on that. And there's just this one left. Again, this is from... It's got wax on it to stop the ink drying out. This is another item from... Oh no, this is from a company called... Oh, it's by a company called Alator Giftware. Which is one of the... brands that are sold by a company called Nemesis now, which is where the other dragon pen is also from. The others I got off AliExpress. Right, I'm not sure how this works. It doesn't seem to unscrew. No, and I've left marks on that now. That's not coming off. There's no way of getting up this end. The only thing I can do is try and take the nib off. And that's come off. Right, there's quite a lot of ink in there. Which I think I'm just going to have to try and glue into. So I need another nib. Oh, that's a different type of boat, that one. Slightly different shape. Right, so I just need the brass end out. Will that go in now? That's the trouble. Oh my god, it's going in. Right, and it's got ink on it now. So, I need to, because I can't get down behind this, I'm just going to have to put a blob on the brass nib. And then quickly shove it in. Ah, string. God damn it. Why is it not going in now? It went in before. Right, the glue's dried already, for God's sake. Right, it definitely fit in, didn't it? Yeah. But I wonder if I need to put the glue on the end of here and shove it in. It just doesn't want to go in when there's glue. Oh, here we go. Right, I'm just going to try and put a little smidge, which you can't really do with this. It's not exactly precise, this glue. That's not a smidge. But I want to try and push that up inside the pen, and then I'm going to leave that to dry, and I should be able to just peel that stuff off the top. So that's all the pen varieties that I've got. Let's get rid of these innards. Don't need those. Don't need that spring, don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. And I won't need that anymore. Oh, weird shape. Right. Okay, so this was the first one. It seems firm enough. The question is now, am I going to be able to get this on because of the glue? And I'm not sure that I will. Might have to scrape some of this glue out. If I can get away with it, I don't want to take any of the glue out. So if I can screw it into the glue, that's my best option really. Getting there. We're getting there. How? Still got a bit to go. I think that's as far as it goes. I don't know why, but it's not all going back together properly. It's all a bit loose and baggy. Right, let's try taking off some of this glue so that it's not hindering the winding. Like if I can just pull it off the thread and just leave it in the middle. The thread goes quite deep in this one, that's the trouble. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get that out. Right, let's got some of it out. I think I've cleaned out the thread now. There we go. I don't think the pen was particularly fit together particularly well anyway, because it's a cheap pen, but it works. I've done it. It's a little bit unreliable around this join, but that's at the maximum screw. It's just the way the pen's made, unfortunately. It'd be a nice little drill pen, that. Won't get in the way of the camera when I'm working with it overhead, close up. Yeah, so I quite like that. And actually, you know, I've just noticed there is a little bit of an angle, but that might help make things easier again if you always use it in the right way. So that's, I'm going to call that a success for me. That's a success number 1. The next one was this one. Feels secure. Now I've got a problem again with threads. I'm just going to peel this away because that's really interfering with the threads. And where the pen closes. Right, let's just try and pull this away from the threads. Right. Come here, you. Let's see. Will you screw up? Yeah. It's screwed up. That feels a bit loose, it has to be said. Does feel a bit loose in the end there. Just got a slight wobble on it. But I think it's okay. Can I get the lid on still? I can still get the lid on, so it can still be hung from a lanyard. So, success number 2. Next is was it this one, the white one? That looks okay. There's probably a bit I could fish out of there. Maybe. That's going to interfere with the thread, I think. Right. That's a bit out of the way. Get this bit off. Right, let's see how this fits back on. Oh my god. Right. This just goes back on here. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Oh, I really like that. Yeah, I like that. Chuffed with that. I've got a bit of ink on the cap, but no, that's really well. Yep. So 3 out of 5 so far. No, 3 out of 6. 4 out of 6. Right, and then this one, I don't think I'm going to have to do anything with this one. Just screw it back in. Now this is a very thin pen, so would have to use a squishy with this, I reckon. Well, that's worked. Yep, that's good. We were alright with this one, weren't we? A little bit loose. Right. And lastly is this one, which I left in a bit of a mess. I just want to see if I can take this off. Now it's settled in there. I quite like that. So I'm going to have a go at using these, but I think of the pens that I started with and what I've ended up with, so I had eight pens to start with. 2, 4, 6, 8 pens to start with. 2 failures. And 4, 5, 6 successes. God, I can't. I'm really annoyed about that. 2 failures, 6 successes, so I'm quite chuffed with that. I've got a few pens to have a go with now. The only thing I'm worried about this is the ink is left in it, because I could only pull the nib off the end, and if you see I've damaged the thing with my pliers, but I had to try to pull that main nib out. In the end I just had to pull the little tiny nib at the end, and that means I didn't get the refill out. So the refill's still in there, so you can see I've got ink on my hands. I think that's from this. So that's yeah, I've got a few to try, so I'll try using those. And see how we get on. See if I can come up with some way of utilising these, because I'm a bit miffed that they didn't work. Actually, let me try and find the end of that. Where did it go? There it is. Where'd it go now? Was that the end of that? I think it was. And I wonder, you know, if it will, because I wasn't trying the brass thing in that, was I? I don't think I tried the brass thing in that. Now let's try the brass thing. Where's my pliers gone? Ah, now then, I didn't try. What's that done? Right, it won't go that way, but it will go the way that we've done the others, so I'll do that off screen and we'll call that 7 out of 8. That one's definitely a no-no. But we've got 7 out of 8 pens that I started with that have been completed. So thanks very much for your time. Maybe it's shown you how relatively straightforward it is to do them. How durable they'll be, I don't know. I'll have to try them out. But yeah, there's a few pens and I've had a go. Okay, thanks very much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. And if you've got any comments, questions or suggestions, again, leave them in the comment section below and I'll answer those when I've read them. Please, if you've got any criticism, please make it constructive. If you've got anything to say, please be nice. Anything unpleasant will be deleted. Thanks very much for your subscription, and if you haven't already, Ring the bell so that you're notified when I release future videos. Thanks very much for your company. Bye.